Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I just wanted to take a few minutes. I know a lot of people like to talk about their concealed carry options and what they like to carry and why, and I thought I'd share a little bit about some of my setups and what I use and what I prefer as well. Just food for thought for those out there. First up is Glock 23. This is a Generation 4 Glock that I purchased. I love the 23, big fan. I know that there's some Glock haters out there. That's fine. I'm going to do a separate piece specifically on the Glock 23 and on the Glock and why I like it. You'll notice for the slide stop, I actually had the extension piece put on here. Cost about $8. It's well worth it. I know there's a lot of people, and the way the Glock was made, this is actually called a slide stop and not a slide release, because it's a combat pistol, and it was made to be, a lot of people like to slingshot it and send it back in battery that way. Me, the way I've trained and the way I use it, I'm real used to just bringing my thumb down. I find it very quick and very convenient. Again, I'm going to have a whole separate YouTube piece about, the 23 and some of the techniques I like to use to employ it. But this is my 23, and this is what I carry quite often. I have two different options for carry that I like to use when I'm carrying it. This is my CQC Serpa holster. I like it. It's a great holster. It's durable. The only drawback that I see with this holster is it's very hard for me to conceal, especially in the summertime if I'm just wearing a t-shirt and I don't have any sort of jacket or cover on. It sticks out quite a bit, and there's really no way around it. It's molded plastic. It's not going to go anywhere. So the only real drawback is that. I really like the way that this locks in place and you can release, and when you release it, your finger's already pretty much indexed. You're ready to go, which to me is really natural, and I really like the retention with this piece. My other option that I go to, and I want something a little bit closer, is leather. This is a leather holster I picked up. It doesn't have a thumb brake, which some people would say is a drawback. There's really no retention here, so it's on you to keep track of this pistol and make sure that it's where it needs to be at all times. But other than that, I mean, it fits really close. I can cinch the belt up and bring it in real close to my body. Sometimes in the summer, if I'm wearing a loose t-shirt, I can actually get away with wearing this in a light t-shirt over the Glock 23, and it's not even noticeable. So there's a whole argument too about what weapons to carry, and to be honest, I think that the revolver gets a bad rap. This design, as far as a pistol goes, goes back a ways, and it's effective. And I think the revolver has its place as a personal defense weapon. I think it gets a bad rap. This is a Taurus 357. I believe this is the Defender. I could be wrong. I've had it a while, and I forget what exactly the model is. But I chose it because it has a bobbed hammer, or it has no hammer actually. It just has this little piece here, so you can cock it. But the reason I chose it to be hammerless is a lot of times I carry this in the summer, and I'll have it, or either I'll keep it in a jacket, in a light jacket pocket. Great thing about a revolver like this is there's no real moving parts to get hung up on anything. You can carry this in your jacket, and if somebody's approaching you, you can actually have them covered through your jacket, and God forbid if you had to use this in a defense situation, you can fire this revolver right through your jacket. It's not really going to get hung up on anything. It's not going to jam. The great thing about a revolver is you never have to worry about jamming. The worst that could happen is the round is defective and it just rolls right to the next one. Don't have to worry like you do with an autoloader. If I had this in my pocket and wanted to shoot it through my jacket or underneath it, maybe I didn't have time to draw, or you never know what might happen in a scenario. The action of the slide moving back and forth inside of a jacket or a pocket could cause it to jam, or cause it to stovepipe, which in that situation would be horrible. It's kind of something to think about when you're thinking about this. The great thing about this is, you can carry this in your jacket, carry it in your jacket pocket, not have to really worry about it. You are kind of limited in terms of rounds. For those people out there interested in revolvers, I'd highly recommend getting a 357 Magnum. You can shoot 38 and 38 plus P in this, and 357. So really, if you buy a revolver and you buy a 357, it's almost like buying two pistols, because you have the option for how you want to carry your rounds. Now, in terms of holsters, this is one I like really well, and I wear it quite a bit, especially in the summer. This is made by Blackhawk. It's really cheap. It's an inside the pants holster, and I tuck it right in the front of my pants. it's great because when I'm driving, it's easily grabbed. It's right down here. I can just pull right up out of my waistband, and there it is. Again, retention is an issue. I'm not, I'm not in law enforcement. I'm not going to be chasing people. These weapons are strictly for defensive purposes and for personal carry, concealed carry. So I'm not worried about a thumb break. I'm not worried about retention. I don't plan on going hands-on with anyone. Ideally, this is just to get me out of a hairy situation. Great choice, especially in the summertime. Actually, when it gets real hot, I carry this more than I do my Glock because it's so easy to conceal with this holster. Other option again is leather. I don't really wear this that much. I could, but I just don't. When I'm carrying this one, I usually just carry it in the Black Hawk holster. But again, it's an option. And just to show it off, just because I like it, and this is my least often carried gun, is this Kimber full size 45. This is a Kimber Custom 2, and the only modifications I've made to this weapon at all is I put a set of Packmeyer grips on it. I really love them. I mean, it just sticks right in your hand. It's perfect. This is probably the most accurate handgun that I have in terms of the way I shoot, and it just feels great. And the only drawback with this is obviously this is a full-size 45. This is really, even though it's thin and it can stick pretty close to the body, it's just so damn long and it's so big. I'll carry this in the winter sometimes, but just a big weapon to try to hide. But anyway, these are my weapons. Got the Kimber Custom 2. I got my Taurus 357 and my Glock 23. And I just wanted to kind of show you some of the options that I use and some of the weapons that I carry and the reasons why. I'll do a separate piece exploring the Glock, exploring the revolver, and things I like about them both in a later video. But I thought I'd share this for now. Take care.